Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. For those that are new here, my name is Nadine and I'm a qualified midwife here working in the UK. So in today's video, I'll be listing the reasons why I love being a midwife. So I get so many questions, people asking me, why did I decide to be a midwife? What made you fall in love with midwifery? So I'll be answering all of that in today's video and hopefully encouraging those that are struggling with midwifery, those students that don't see the love and joy of midwifery. Hopefully this will be a reminder to keep going and to see why you love midwifery and why you decided to become a midwife. So without further ado, let's get started with today's video. So the first reason why I love being a midwife is that every day is different. No day is the same. I go into work and I know the day will be different than it was yesterday or in my previous shift. So every day, every time I go to a shift or go to work, every single day is different. No day is the same. So I see different people, different patients, different clients, different scenarios, different medication, different procedures. Every single day is different. I don't go to work and it's the same old boring routine. I don't have something that is constantly happening and something that is always the same. Every single day, every single time I arrive to work is a different day and I see different things and I explore different scenarios and different working techniques and I learn about so many different things every time I go to a shift. So that is the first and positive thing about being a midwife, is that every day is different and I go to a shift knowing that I'm going to experience something different and I'm going to see something different. So that is my first reason as to why I love being a midwife. So the second positive or the second reason why I love being a midwife is that there's so many opportunities within midwifery and there's so many ways to change your career and go into a different route. So what I mean by that is that there's so many opportunities to basically specialize and do something different within midwifery. You don't have to do the same thing day in and day out. So you can decide to either work on labor ward, you can decide to work on postnatal ward, antenatal ward, you can work in the community, you can work in clinics, you can also specialize. So you can specialize and become a breastfeeding midwife, you can be a diabetes midwife, you can be a safeguarding midwife, you can be any kind of speciality that you can think of within the healthcare system. You can basically specialize in that area. So that's another thing I love about being a midwife, is that you can change your career path without actually having to go back and study another degree or another course, is that you can change your environment and do something different. You can also become a matron of the ward, you can become a manager of the ward, you can become a educational midwife, you can become a CPF, basically mentor students and look after students. There's so many routes and so many different opportunities available within midwifery that you can go into, which is the main reason as to why I love being a midwife. There's times where you can change your work area and decide, oh, I've been in the postnatal ward for too long and I would rather go and deliver babies and I'd rather go onto the labor ward and work there. Or you can choose to work in another environment. Say for example, I'd rather work in the community and not work in the hospital. So there's so many opportunities to basically change your career without having to go to the university and study another degree or having to do another program. You just basically apply for another position and you can basically do something else with your degree. So that's another thing I love about being a midwife, is that there's so many opportunities to basically progress in your career without actually having to go back to school and study another degree or study another course. You can actually do other things within midwifery, you can work in other areas, you can specialize in other areas without actually having to go back and study further or having to do another degree. So that's a plus, a very big benefit and reason why I love being a midwife. So the next reason as to why I love being a midwife is that this job of being a midwife brings about a lot of job satisfaction. So I go into work and I leave work knowing that I've made a difference in people's lives. I've helped women, I've helped their families in the journey that they're going through. So I get a lot of job satisfaction satisfaction when it comes to my work and what I do in helping people, in assisting people, in basically advocating for women and making sure that they are on the right path, that they are getting the right treatments, and that they are being supported in this very special moment in their life. So this job actually provides a lot of job satisfaction for me. I get to go home knowing that I basically touched someone's life and made a difference, and someone is very thankful the fact that I was there and I was able to help them in such a big journey that they have basically started on. So this job actually brings a lot of job satisfaction. You basically touch people's lives and you change their life, and they remember you for years to come, and they are so grateful for what you do for them, and it basically makes you feel good that you've gone home and you've basically made a big impact in someone's life, and they are very grateful. Most people are very grateful to what you do for them, and you are basically leaving the job or leaving the hospital knowing that you basically made a difference. So that is another thing as to why I love being a midwife, is the job satisfaction within itself. So the fourth reason as to why I love being a midwife is that this job offers job security. So when I was studying this job in university, I knew that 100% I would be able to get a job after I basically qualified, after I got my degree. So it offers job security for people that do midwifery. They can literally get a job anywhere within the UK. If you want to go abroad and work internationally, you can do so. Midwives are needed all over. People are going to have babies, people are going to still want to expand their families, so midwives are needed worldwide. So being a midwife offers job security. You know that at the end of your degree there'll be people that would want to hire you because you are a qualified midwife, and there'll be so many jobs available for people that have a midwifery degree course, whether it's where they're trained or if they want to take it abroad and work somewhere else in different countries, different areas, different specialities. There's such a demand for midwives currently, and the job itself brings a lot of job security, and you are able to basically find a job for yourself after qualifying, compared to other degrees such as accounting or finances, people that work as lawyers that need to do top-up courses, that need to do extra training in order for them to actually find their job or their career that they want. This job as a midwife, you are able to secure your job. It provides job security for you after qualifying and becoming a registered midwife. So that is another reason why I love being a midwife, is that I can literally work anywhere. Wherever people are having babies, I can literally pick up my bags and go and basically ask for a job. Also in the UK, there is so many job adverts for midwives currently because they are short of midwives, so the job offers job security and you can always find a job as a midwife. So the fifth reason as to why I love being a midwife is that it's not your traditional work pattern or work schedule. So it's not your traditional 9 to 5 Monday to Friday. I love the fact that it offers some form of flexibility when you work. So for example, currently I work 3 days a week and I basically then have 4 days off. So I work 3 days and I have 4 days off. So it also provides me to either pick up some extra shifts when I am off, or basically have a long weekend if I want to. So I love the fact that it's not a 9 to 5 job. It's not a Monday to Friday kind of work pattern. It's basically flexible. I'm able to do my 3 days on and then have my 4 days off. And if I want to do extra shifts, I can do that. If I want to do overtime, I can do that. So I love the flexibility of this job, and the fact that it's not your traditional kind of job. It's basically my 3 days and then I'm done. I have my 4 days off and I can choose what to do with those 4 days. So yeah, I love the fact that it's very flexible. It's not your traditional kind of schedule or pattern when it comes to other jobs. So midwifery, I love the fact that it's not a 9 to 5 job, although there's some careers within midwifery where it is 9 to 5. So if that's something that you want to do and you prefer that 9 to 5 Monday to Friday kind of life, midwifery can also offer that. So you can work in the office as a manager, as a matron, or a specialized midwife where you have to be in the office Monday to Friday 9 to 5, or you can do what I'm doing and work on the wards as a postnatal midwife, antenatal midwife, or a labor ward midwife, or a community midwife where you are basically doing your 3 days on and 4 days off. So that's another reason why I love being a midwife. So the sixth thing I love about being a midwife is that This career, this job has made me so knowledgeable about the world of midwifery, about the world of pregnancy, about the world of medicine, and about the world of healthcare. I know a lot more in terms of how I'm gonna basically navigate the world of pregnancy and midwifery. When I become pregnant, there's a lot more things that I understand, a lot more medicine that I understand. I know the risks and benefits to so many medicines, so many procedures. I can basically make my own mind up whether I want to have a C-section or a vaginal delivery. I can make my mind up on epidural or any certain pain relief, or if I want to give birth in a hospital, or if at home, or if I want to do a pool birth. So this job has made me so knowledgeable, because before midwifery I literally had no idea about the world of midwifery. I had no idea about pregnancy and childbirth. I would have basically come into this experience as a pregnant woman without the knowledge of being a midwife, and I would have been completely lost and confused. But with the knowledge I currently now have as a midwife, I basically can navigate the world of midwifery, navigate the world of healthcare, and basically understand what is right for me, what is right for myself and my family, my options. I know and understand medicine, how it works, the procedures and how it works. So another thing I love about midwifery is that it's made me so knowledgeable about the world of midwifery, about medicine, about medication, about procedures, how I will navigate the world of pregnancy when I become pregnant, and things like that. It's basically opened my eyes to the world of healthcare and medicine and pregnancy, and I'm so thankful for that. So that is another reason as to why I love being a midwife. So the 7th reason as to why I love being a midwife is that there is a possibility, or there's an option for me to do bank work and agency work. So for those that don't know what bank work is or agency work is basically, as a midwife, I will be rotated. If I'm at a permanent position in the NHS, I'm basically rotated to do certain shifts given by my manager. So I will do my set 3 days a week or 3 nights a week, and on the 4 days that I'm off, I have the option to basically do bank work or agency work. So bank work is basically when there's shifts available and no one has been able to pick them up, or they don't have people to cover those shifts. You as a midwife in that hospital can basically pick up extra shift, which is called overtime, but we call it bank work, and then I'm able to then do those bank shifts, and I get paid a little bit more than my average salary that I get paid on a regular basis. So I get paid a little bit more, and I basically get paid weekly if I'm doing bank work. And also agency shifts is basically companies outside the NHS that provide healthcare workers when they are short of staff. You basically join an agency and they provide the healthcare workers to basically undertake the shifts that they don't have people for. So as a midwife, I have the option to basically do bank work and agency work if I want more money. If I don't want to go out and find a second job, I can just basically do bank and agency, and I'm basically doing my job, but I get paid more than my regular 3 days a week. I hope that kind of makes sense. I also have a video on bank and agency that I've done previously, so if you want more of an understanding on bank and agency, do have a look at that video. It will be linked in the description box below. But that is another benefit for being a midwife, is that I have the option to do bank and agency and get paid more for doing the same job that I do on a regular basis. So yeah, so another reason why I love being a midwife is that this job keeps you active. So you are basically on your feet majority of the time. It's not a job that you are basically sitting by a desk and going away at your computer. You can basically keep active and basically keep fit and lose the weight. Me as a midwife, I don't think I will be able to like put on weight because of how active I am, and because of that I really enjoy being a midwife, because of how active it makes you. It doesn't make you lazy, it makes you get in your steps. You are constantly moving, you are constantly working, you are constantly walking around the hospital. So that's one thing I love being about a midwife, is that you are constantly being active. I'm not sat by a desk basically doing nothing, or I'm not sat by a desk basically looking at a computer screen. I'm not constantly sitting in meetings. I am being active. I'm walking for from ward to ward, from bay to bay. I'm running in emergencies, I'm running up and down the stairs of the hospital trying to get to different people, different places. That's another thing that I love being about a midwife, is that it's very active, and I love the fact that I can continue being active, whereas when I'm at home I'm not as active. So the fact that I have a job that keeps me active is a plus for me. So the next reason why I love being a midwife is that I get to work or see or care for different people, so different diversities, different cultures, different religions, different races. I get to work and care for a wide range of people, a diverse range of people. So I get to see different religions and how they basically operate, or how they navigate this journey, this special journey that they are on. I get to learn about different cultures and how things are done in different parts of the world. So for example, if I have a woman that has delivered in another country and that has come to the UK to deliver for like the second time or the third time, they basically tell us about how things are done in their hospital, in their country, where they're from, how the medicine works in their country, how the, you know, techniques work, how the technology work, how the medicine works, and the different things that they go through in their lives in a different country, in a different culture. So I love the fact that I learn and I get to work with a diverse group of women and their families. I get to learn a lot more, I get to see a lot more, I get to experience their culture, their beliefs, their language, their race, and where they come from. So that's one thing I love about midwifery, is that I get to work with a diverse group of women and their families, and I get to learn a lot from them, and I get to see their culture or their country through what they say and what they tell me and what they show me and things like that. So that's another thing that I love being about a midwife, is that I get to work with such a diverse group of women and their families, and it just basically educates me and opens my mind up on the different, you know, ways that medicine works and that midwifery works all over the world. So that's another thing I love about being a midwife. So the last and final reason number 10 as to what I love about being a midwife, is that I get to be part of something so special in someone's life. So I get to be part of the journey of someone bringing a new life into the world. I get to be part of that special moment when they come in for booking and they announce that they're pregnant and they're getting booked and they're having all their blood works being taken, and then I see them on the antenatal ward and they're coming for checkups, and obviously I see them on labor ward having their baby, delivering their baby, assisting them in their birth, and then seeing them hold their baby for the first time. It's just basically a very special moment that I get to be part of. And obviously being part of their, you know, postnatal period when they're getting used to their baby, breastfeeding, and obviously going home with their new baby and giving them the equipment that they need in order for them to thrive as new parents or new mothers, or doing this over and over again. So I get to be part of something so special, and it literally gives me so much joy to be able to basically have an insight in people's lives who are starting a journey of parenthood and bringing new life into the world. And I get to basically touch the future, or, you know, touch a new person for the first time as I assist them into the world. Yeah, I basically get to share this very special moment in people's lives, and that's one thing I really enjoy about being midwife. And one of the main reasons why I decided to be a midwife is that the whole process of pregnancy and birth really excited me. I had so much joy and so much excitement with the thought of being around people that were, you know, experiencing this new, you know, milestone in their lives, or this special moment in their life. So that's one main reason why I decided to become a midwife, and why I love being a midwife, is that I get to be part of something so special and be part of someone's lives, and, you know, assist them in making this amazing journey, and I'm ever so grateful that I'm able to assist them and basically be there when they are basically celebrating and being overjoyed by this new life that they're basically bringing into the world. But yes, that is the last and final reason as to why I love being a midwife. So I hope this video was insightful for you guys and you guys will feel encouraged to become a midwife, or if you're thinking about reasons why people decide to become a midwife. But yeah, those are my reasons as to why I love being a midwife. Please do share in the comment section below as to why you decided to become a midwife or why you want to train and become a midwife. And also please do give this video a thumbs up as it helps me out a lot, and also subscribe and share to all your friends and family, and I'll see you guys in my next video. So until then guys, bye.